it's on the way to College Station.
Yep.
Houston, so a lot of people pass through. I like it. So you've read The War of Art, you said, right?
Great book.
What we have a bunch of his other ones. Have you read Turning Pro?
No.
Where's that?
It's currently sold out.
Oh, it is? Great. That makes sense. Turning Pro is great. It's like a sequel to The War of Art. Do we have any other press fields? Which ones do we have?
You should have put your
Yeah, do we have that one? Put your ass for your heart one, please. Probably not. Have you read, do you know who Robert Caro is? He's like the greatest, he wrote all these incredible biographies of Lyndon Johnson. He wrote this book called The Power Broker. He's like, so every day, he's like almost 90, he goes to his office, he puts on a suit and tie, and goes and writes, and he works at a typewriter.
This is awesome.
He's amazing. I love him. I think you would like him.
Okay, cool.
Have you read this?
Oh, yeah.
She's awesome.
Super good.
Yeah, Pressfield talks a lot about her. I like her thing. Her thing is like, the routine is like getting in the cab to go to the place.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then it takes over.
You know, it's like, I noticed that when I'm swimming, when I got started swimming, the way that it works best for me is I have my bag, the towel's in it, everything is ready. All I have to do is get out of bed, put the clothes on that I have right here, and grab this bag, and then I'm out the door.
Oh, interesting.
If I have to like wait, you
But
know,
those decisions,
it just
you'll make
those
the wrong
decisions, you just kind of like make it.
Do we have any?
Makes that hard.
I have signed.
Oh, you want a signed copy?
Oh,
of
I
it?
love one. Thank you so much.
Yeah, like I've never, I rarely like jumping into the water,
Yeah.
but I'm always glad after that I jumped in, right? And so
Yeah.
it's like, how do you lower the cost?
Actually, I've found, like, particularly when I was in Phoenix, I'm kind of getting there now here. I've got the same thing. It's like, I just do exactly the same thing. I get up, I make my bed, brush my teeth, put on the clothes that are right here,
Yeah.
grab my swim bag, you know, have a cup of coffee, do everything, but it's like, and like, I'll see the same people on the street walking their dog at the same place every day.
Like,
you know,
we're in this
it's
rhythm.
just this thing. So I love that. I my favorite thing.
Have you read Robert Greene's Mastery? He has a book on mastery that is incredible. If I can see it. Oh, yes. So I was the research assistant on this book. I think it's his best book.
I
Incredible.
have not read this one.
Okay.
I read the 48 Laws.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
And this is the first one where he interviewed like people who are alive. So he looks at like a fighter pilot, a great investor. Like, I think it's interesting to think of like that's been what's cool with my stuff is realizing that all these different people they have the same. As an athlete, mastery is so clear, but like, oh no, a fighter pilot has the same mentality, and so does a great stock trader, and so does a great, like choreographer. That the mastery is mastery. The domains just change.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think it's his best.
Oh, it's
book.
awesome. No, I can't wait. He's fantastic.
Have you read Make Your Bed, the McRaven book?
Yes. I just saw him. He was in Austin.
Yeah, he lives here.
Yeah.
He came out not that long ago.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
But that's true, though.
What?
Just making your bed.
Yes, sure.
You know, it's just.
Well, I asked him the same thing. I think it's just so funny, like that the SEALs have these like cliches, which should seem silly, but if you decide that they're not silly and that they're important, then they matter.
Exactly.
And that's
that's
the.
true.
Do you know Peter Attia? He lives.
Oh yeah, I know Peter. Peter used to work out at our pool in Baltimore when he was in
Really?
middle school.
That's hilarious.
I didn't know that until I heard him on a podcast. He was
Really?
talking about me.
No way. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I used to watch Bob Bowman train Michael Phelps.
Really? Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I think he mostly does archery now. That's his.
Oh, really?
main archery, and he trains in a simulator. He's like obsessed with like F1 stuff.
Oh, wow.
So he does like hours in a simulator.
Okay.
I'm trying to think what else you might like. Do you have a copy of Meditations?
I do.
Okay. You want a leather one?
Sure.
This might stand the test of time a little bit better for you.
Amazing. Thank you.
Yeah. That's my favorite translation. And so we did one that should hold up a little bit better.
Yeah, thank you.
Cool. Anything
Got
else
all
you're into
these?
days? I have an updated version of Obstacle. Maybe someone wants that.
Gosh, yeah, for sure. Thank you so much.
I don't feel like someone who should have a 10-year-old book, but apparently I do.
This one, I'm still doing.
Daily Stoic.
Every day. I gave that to Michael. I gave him both.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
He likes that.
His other coach was here, Greg Hardy.
Greg Harden, yeah.
Hardy or Hardy?
Harden.
Harden, yeah. We might have this book, but he was nice.
Yeah, his book is good.
Yeah.
I just, he was my mentor too. He was my sport administrator at Michigan.
Right.
And just died.
Oh, you did?
He did.
What?
Yeah, about 6 weeks ago.
Oh, no.
Complication of surgery. Great guy, right?
Yeah.
Amazing.
I interviewed him right here at this table. That's
Amazing guy.
Oh, wow.
Probably impacted me more than anybody else.
Well, it's that, to go to the point, it's like, oh, he's mastered that thing.
Yeah.
Cristo Conti is a master of being an athletic director, but each thing is like its own puzzle, and the people who are like, no, that's the thing I'm mastering. And then it's like...
And when you see it, it's like, you feel like they were born to do that,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Like Del Conte, who in the world could be the better AD at Texas than him?
Yes.
He is Texas,
Yes.
right? You know,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
everything
Yeah.
about it. And you know that it's a function of just some random thing at some point, but also you've gotten yourself to a point where you can take advantage of this or
But
follow
actually,
this
also
path.
not that random. So a couple years ago, he was like, hey, I'm having dinner with some people. Will you come out? And so it was at some Texas donor's house. I get there, and it's like 6 ADs, and they'd all started together, and they have like a little kind of mastermind group, and they get together once a year, even though they all compete with each other, and fighting for the same, 10 coaches or whatever, and stealing from. But they and they have like kind of a personal development thing that they do in their because they all
awesome.
How many people have the same problems as them, right?
Exactly.
And so you're like, oh wait, no, even you guys are thinking about career development, even though your job is developing other people. There's this kind of meta thing of like, oh yeah, you guys get together and think about how you could be better at this thing. It was really cool.
Yeah.
Like one was at Florida, one was just at all these different schools. You're like, oh, this is so cool. Yeah.
Yeah, he's an amazing guy.
Yeah, he's great. Well, anything else I can do for you?
No, I think we're good. Except I saw this book, Swimming Holes of Texas.
Oh, okay. That is one of my absolute favorite books, and yes, you must absolutely have this book. It's not when I recommend it on my reading list newsletter. It's not that popular because not
Nobody's
Texas.
yeah.
But let me see. Let me see if I can find Belmore. Belmore is this it? Yeah, that's Belmore.
Oh wow.
It's this weird circular pool. Yeah.
Fantastic.
That's a favorite. There's one called Landa Park that's amazing. This one's cool in Big Bend if you ever go there. So that's the Rio Grande. So that's Mexico. Wow. And then this is just a little. It's like a little. It's an old ruined hot springs, and you just sit in it. But it's like a 10-hour drive from here. But yeah, there's so many amazing ones.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Awesome.
Swim. That should have been my first recommendation. What was I thinking?
I was like, caught my eyes.
We've done. We're slowly as a family making our way through that book and trying to do like all of them.
See, that's what I want to do in Australia.
Yes.
All the ocean pools.
That's what we just did this summer.
Did you do every one that you could do, or
we did basically every one. One, she's going. Claire's going like next week. So one was under construction, and then one the surf was too high, so I could just look at it and wish you were in it.
Right.
But also we went in July, so it was middle of winter, so they were all very cold. But the other interesting thing is we were looking at them and you're like, how's like sea level change going to affect this? Because they built these pools in the ocean, and then like pretty soon they're not going to be
gonna fill up, right?
Yeah. I was telling Rich about this, and he sent me this article. Some woman at one of the other pools. She just gets in one day and there's a shark in it. And she grabs it. There's a picture of her. She grabs it and just throws it out of the pool. It was like the most Australian thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, for sure, right? No, I love Australia.
Yeah, they're the best. They have some good swimmers.
Very good. Yeah. Very good.
I read a lot. It's sort of my job. You can't write without reading. For almost 15 years now, once a month, I send out an email with my favorite book recommendations for that month. Books that I've been reading, books that I've been going through, books that changed my life, that inspired me, that I think connect to what's happening in the world. And you can sign up right now at ryanholiday.net/reading list.